Welcome to Beat Diabetes. And my love, what is today?
Today is chocolate day.
Today is chocolate day. So we're going to talk about chocolate for diabetics.
Yes.
Coming up. Okay, well, I've had people comment under some of my videos about how much they love chocolate and how bad they feel they have to give up chocolate and how much of a pain that is, or just desserts in general. And I wanted to share a couple of comments along those lines, and then we're going to talk about that. So grab your paper. I'll read one, you read one, I'll read one, you'll read one, and then we'll go on from there. This first comment says, I just got my A1C back yesterday, and finally I'm in the Fives Club at 5.2. First time after following your channel and low carb. That's wonderful. First time, all the way down to 5.2 is awesome.
Yeah.
He says, I was strict for 6 days with intermittent fasting and one naughty day for alcohol and chocolate cake, so it can be done. He seems to be saying, if I'm reading this right, that he would go 6 good days behaving himself, good boy, and then one day out of the week, each week, he would drink his alcohol and have his chocolate cake.
Okay.
So he says, I don't feel guilty about my naughty day. It helps my sanity and gives me a day to look forward to.
Good.
That was a small break. So I don't really recommend that, and we'll talk about especially the chocolate issue coming up. But anyway, it's what he's doing seems to be working for him. Go ahead and read comment number 2.
Man, I miss eating sugary treats. I'm always hungry and would like a Suzy Q or slice of cake.
All right, here's a guy lusting after a Suzy Q, which is a chocolate cake that's packaged.
Okay.
Next comment, every time you say chocolate cake or donuts, I start craving. So if I'm mentioning things not to eat, such as chocolate cake or donuts, it drives him crazy. Go ahead and read comment number 4.
You got to pray for me. I have a weakness for chocolates and ice cream.
All right. He says, I need your prayer. I have a weakness for chocolate. Now, we're going to start by demonstrating that chocolate really is not a bad guy. In fact, it's a health food. Now, hold it a minute. Don't throw your rock at your computer or your phone. I want to ask Benedicta, this is pure chocolate. This has got really nothing much added. It's just chocolate. Take a bite and tell me how you react to this bite of pure chocolate.
It's so bitter, God, and tasteless. Good now.
Bitter and tasteless. Now, if you sold these kind of chocolates at the store, packaged up like a candy bar, and some little kid comes along, Mama, buy me a candy bar, buy me this chocolate candy bar, and so she buys it and he eats it, what's he going to think?
Oh, it's not really, sweet or anything. I'm not going to ask for it again. Right.
He'll never ask Mama for this particular candy bar again because this is chocolate that hasn't been tampered with. This is just pure chocolate. Now, a lot of people think chocolate is a junk food, chocolate is nasty, chocolate is evil. Here's a revelation. You heard it first. Well, probably not first, but you heard it on Beat Diabetes. Chocolate is not a junk food. It's actually a fairly healthy food. The only thing that makes it a junk food is the fact that the manufacturers know nobody's going to eat this kind of chocolate. They're going to eat chocolate that's had been jammed and crammed with sugar. Sugar. And that's what makes it a junk food. That's what makes chocolate basically worthless, basically garbage. Now, if you could take something like pure chocolate and make it taste good, but you didn't add sugar to it, you'd have a good food, a good, wholesome, healthy food to eat. So that's what all the keto recipes about keto chocolate are. These comments we just read, they're all saying, man, I miss chocolate. Oh, I wish I could have chocolate, but I know I can't. Yeah, you can. There's nothing wrong with chocolate. It's what they do to chocolate that makes it bad, which is they add sugar. If we add something else that's going to sweeten it, then it's going to work. It's not going to raise your blood sugar. It's going to be a fine thing for you to eat. Right. So we're starting We've got 4. We could just as easily have 400 if I had the time and the energy and the patience to make 400 chocolate keto desserts. We've got 4. First one, actually, I was intending to go off a YouTube recipe for keto brownies.
Okay.
But I ran out of time, and I knew I had a package of Birch Bender's brownies, just a mix that they'd put together. And I thought, okay, I'll just go ahead and have the Birch Bender's brownies because I can make that in a hurry. Just involved taking the mix, adding a couple of eggs, some oil, and some water. And that was it. And I used the olive oil, so it wasn't bad. Anyway, I have to admit, I've cheated and already tasted these. But go ahead, take a taste and tell me what is your experience or what is your reaction to this Birch Bender's brownie. That's called alliteration, 3 B's, Birch Bender's brownie.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, it's not just good, it's really good.
Very good.
We have a topping that we're going to put on some of these because honestly, they sort of need it. But this is so good. She's ready for some more. This is,
I want to put a topping on it.
This is so good, you really don't need a topping. Now, me, because I love nuts so much, I think I'd be tempted to throw in some nuts over the top or maybe in the mix. But it's really excellent.
Whoa, this is something else with topping.
Outstanding.
Really? Yeah.
So, there are all kinds of, there are tons of keto brownie recipes on YouTube. I mean, you can find them everywhere. So feel free. I'm not saying you got to buy Birch Bender's, but there are sure a lot. Go ahead, take a taste of this chocolate nut cluster. We've made these before. We already know what they taste like, but just in the spirit of the taste test and to get the official Queen Bee's reaction, go ahead and take a taste of the chocolate nut cluster.
Yeah, this is good.
Is it just slightly good, somewhat good, really good, outstanding, fantastic? What kind of good are we talking about?
Outstanding.
Okay. Yeah. I love these.
This is fantastic.
Yeah. Fantastic? This is outstanding.
Outstanding,
Which one rises higher, the fantastic or the outstanding?
Outstanding.
Okay, so this is outstanding. This is fantastic. Right. Now we're going to go for the chocolate chaffles. And if you're wondering why these look already eaten, there's a good reason. It's because we made this video before, and I forgot to turn the audio on. So we had no decent audio, so we're redoing the whole thing. So we're getting a double portion of all these little small treats, right?
Yep.
So anyway, when Benedicta notices, it comes into the room, and I am making these on the chaffle maker, she goes, "Oh no, what is smelling so terrible?" She hates the smell of these chocolate chaffles. I don't know why. I don't hate it. I think it's reasonable.
I don't know what is in it that makes it smell that way. But
And because it smells so terrible, I can't get this girl to really hardly try it. But I knew if I could bring her on YouTube, I could kind of get her to try it for your sake, if not for my sake.
If it doesn't smell good, I wouldn't want to eat it.
So right now, here on camera, in the land of YouTubeville, Benedicta is going to try something she has resisted pretty much up to this point.
For the sake of my fans, I love them. I have to try this.
Okay, take a small amount. Put some topping on it because you definitely won't like it without. It's not that sweet. I could have put in more stevia. But with the topping, I think it may be okay. You want to put some topping on this for me? So this is really good.
It's good with the topping.
So we got fantastic, outstanding, and really good?
Really good.
Okay.
Even without topping, it's still good, but with topping, it's really good.
So the taste exceeds the smell.
Yeah.
The smell, not so great.
Not so great.
In fact, terrible, according to you. I don't think it's terrible. But anyway, the taste is actually good. And that topping is so good. I mean, we're talking cream cheese and some sour cream and a few packets of sweetener, stevia erythritol kind of sweetener. You microwave it a bit to get it all soft, and you stir it around. And, I mean, you could practically put that topping on sawdust, and it would taste good. It is really outstanding. Now, the final one is a mug cake. And I made a video on mug cakes. This is a chocolate mug cake, and it basically has the taste of chocolate cake. Once again, if you put the topping on it, you just can't beat it. Now, you could use whipped cream, just the kind of whipped cream in a can. Amazingly, that doesn't have many carbs.
Without, the topping is good.
Okay. Without the topping, it's good. So we've gone from outstanding, you say outstanding, fantastic, really good, good. Go ahead, put the topping on, see if that improves it from good to really good or outstanding or whatever.
Yeah.
Has it jumped up a bit?
Mm-hmm.
What is it now? It was good. Are we at the really good level or the outstanding level?
I think he's on the outstanding level.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, again, these are just 4 examples. There are so many more. And that's why when I see comments like these where people say, I miss chocolate or I had to have a cheat day and eat some chocolate, you don't have to have a cheat day. I mean, she's cheating. She's eating when the taste test is over. So that's a cheat moment for her. You don't have to have a cheat day. You can make these. They do not raise your blood sugar, and they have the health of pure chocolate. They're actually somewhat healthy for you. I'm not saying you should eat a chocolate dessert every day. I wouldn't recommend that. But maybe for a weekend, for about 3 times, you could do that. In the evenings, right after your supper. And it is a fantastic addition. Some people that are hardcore keto say, well, I'm not going to have ever any keto desserts. I'm not going to ever use stevia or erythritol or monk fruit. None of that junk for me, baby. I mean, I'm just going pure hardcore keto the whole way. It's eggs and bacon for morning, lunch, and dinner, and nothing else. Well, if that's you, more power to you. But for the rest of us mere mortals, we need things like this once in a while to kind of boost our diet and help us stay on the straight and narrow, and this will sure do it. Yeah. And there are all kinds of keto chocolate desserts. Yeah. Any final words before we wrap it up? We are going to go ahead and have our dinner, a light dinner, and then we're going to test our blood sugar, and I'll come back and share that. But any final words before we close it off for now?
Yeah, you can let us know if you tried it, how much you like it, and if this is your first time, you can still subscribe for us and click on the notification bell.
The video is not over yet, so you're not supposed to say that until you get to the end.
Yeah, I'm wrapping it up because
she's trying to wrap it up.
I'm wrapping it up. I know why I'm wrapping it up, y'all. Because when Dennis comes back, sometimes the second time, he doesn't bring me over. He comes right back all alone. So I'm just, wrapping it up so that when he comes right back, you'll know that you're getting him. After we left the studio and had those snacks, we had our dinner, and we deliberately had a very low-carb dinner of simply 2 boiled eggs and a piece of cheese. Now, Benedicta fell in love so much with that topping, she put some of the topping on her eggs, and she tried to get me to do the same, but I wouldn't do it. It just sounded too weird to me. Anyway, we had that light dinner, plus really was double snacks because, like I said, we did that video once before, and then I didn't have the audio turned on, so we had to redo it. So we ended up eating twice as many. Now, they were just small pieces, but they added up. So we waited 1 hour and 20 minutes after our meal was finished to see where our blood sugar would be. Benedicta scored a 100 milligrams per deciliter, and I scored an 89, which really surprised me. I didn't think I'd be that low. At any rate, neither of us experienced any kind of real spike at all, and we both stayed in great shape. So here we ate chocolate, 4 different kinds of chocolate treats, had a light dinner, bam, no problem whatsoever. The point is you can enjoy chocolate from time to time. You don't have to have a cheat day. You don't have to eat real chocolate jammed with sugar, which is not real chocolate at all. It is a spoiled chocolate. It is a tampered with chocolate, but you can sweeten it with stevia or erythritol and make some amazing treats.
Hope this helps you. We are going to put links to about a dozen different keto desserts, including a few of mine and many others, that you can click on in the description. So by all means, check out that description. If you say, well, I don't see any of that, click on the show more, and you will find all kinds of links to different videos that will give you some ideas. But if you don't want to do that, simply type in keto chocolate dessert in the YouTube search box, and you will find plenty. That's it for now. God bless. See you again soon. If you've recently been diagnosed with diabetes and you've just discovered this channel, let me recommend that you go to our Uploads page, which will give you access to every diabetic video we've posted since we began. As you work your way through all our videos, I believe you'll find the help you need. A link to our Uploads page is in the description.